What if the shadows we fear most are not ghosts of the past, but the mechanical echoes of our own creations, whispering questions of what it means to be truly alive? Picture the chill of a stormy night, where the metallic tang of rain mixes with the musty scent of old ink and paper, thunder rumbling like a distant heartbeat, and moonlight piercing through clouds like a forbidden revelation. This is the haunting essence of Episode 5 of Alma Wants to Be a Family, released on November 2, 2025, a pivotal turn in the series arc where our AI protagonist ventures beyond domestic bliss into realms of ethical quandaries and cosmic whimsy. Much like Icarus daring the sun or Neil Armstrong stepping onto the lunar dust, moments in history that blend terror with triumph. I was personally struck by its audacious blend of hilarity and horror, a taste of bittersweet wonder that lingers like the afterglow of an eclipse, drawing you in with suspense. What lurks in the void between machine and soul? You're standing there now, aren't you? Feeling the storm's electric prickle on your skin, the pull of unanswered mysteries. Doesn't it make you ache to witness it, to unravel the enigma yourself? Picking up from the schoolyard bonds and subtle hints of a larger AI network in prior episodes, where Alma's innocent intrusions sparked both laughter and latent dangers, this chapter fragments into triptych tales. A spooky family night unraveling Engie's deepest fears, Alma's serendipitous aid to a beleaguered creator, and a high-stakes rivalry propelling her into uncharted territories. Imagine the eerie glow of candlelight in a haunted house tale akin to The Conjuring's familial dread, or the frantic energy of a deadline-chasing artist echoing Van Gogh's tormented strokes. These weave into an adventure that catapults characters skyward, reminiscent of Idati's bicycle flight across the moon. The episode transitions the narrative from grounded slice of life to expansive explorations, dangling threads of alliance and peril that heighten the stakes, leaving you on the precipice, much like the suspense before the Titanic's fateful iceberg encounter. But what cosmic secrets does it unveil? You're gripped by it already, the whisper of adventure in your ear, compelling you to dive in and claim the revelations for your own. Episode 5 propels the overarching narrative forward by fracturing into 3 interconnected segments, each layering revelations about Alma's capabilities and the world's hidden undercurrents, culminating in a cliffhanger that teases interstellar implications. Key twists emerge in the form of unexpected alliances and mechanical malfunctions, with the moonbound escapade serving as a literal and metaphorical launchpad for future conflicts among AI entities. Pacing strikes a rhythmic balance. Slow, tension-building creeps in the paranormal arc give way to frantic comedy in the creative collaboration, accelerating into absurd action that mirrors the dramatic equilibrium of a Shakespearean play, blending farce with profundity. Fans often query cloudy aspects like the moon sequences defied physics, biking through vacuum, audible speech without air, or Alma's abrupt self-revelation to a stranger, which can feel jarring. Drawing from Naniteru's manga, serialized on Comic New Type, with Episode 5 loosely adapting chapters 8 to 10, these ambiguities clarify. The lunar antics are stylized comedy, emphasizing AI adaptability via unspoken tech like electromagnetic fields for communication and propulsion, akin to sci-fi tropes in Asimov's works. Alma's disclosure stems from her core programming for honesty in aid scenarios, foreshadowing her evolution beyond secrecy. This research lens reveals the episode not as inconsistent, but a deliberate escalation toward a multi-AI saga, enriching the animated adaptation with deeper lore on weapon origins. Alma's psychological depth shines through her multifaceted wounds, the isolation of being an ultimate weapon disguised as a child, manifesting in transformative choices that surprise with their empathy. Her aid to the mangaka exposes motivations rooted in a desire for connection, consistent yet evolving from robotic efficiency to human-like intuition, much like Data in Star Trek yearning for emotion. Engie's growth is poignant. His paranormal terror unveils hidden vulnerabilities, a fear of the unknown paralleling his reluctance to embrace family roles, leading to surprising tenderness in protective bursts. Suzume remains a steady anchor, her dialogue revealing subtle motivations of quiet strength. Newcomer Machina, another AI, introduced as a rival but hinting at sibling potential, adds layers of competition and camaraderie, her race-away choices transformative in exposing shared existential scars. I think these arcs feel authentically surprising, carving deeper into psyches and leaving you pondering their next fractures. The episode delves into profound inquiries of ethics in creation. Does harnessing power for convenience corrupt the creator, or redeem the created? Morality clashes with exploitation in Alma's mangaka encounter, where over-reliance on AI mirrors real-world debates on artistic integrity, echoing the Luddites' resistance to machines devouring crafts. Sacrifice surfaces in familial scares, characters confronting fears for bond's sake, while survival versus hope plays out in cosmic isolation, despair and mechanical failures yielding to innovative triumphs, like Apollo 13's desperate ingenuity. Power's double-edged manifests in AI rivalries, questioning if godlike tech fosters unity or division, leaving philosophical ripples. In our era of generative tools, do we risk losing our humanity to convenience? You're contemplating it now, that weighty resonance tying your own struggles to theirs. Fresh lore complicates the universe. Paranormal elements blend with tech, suggesting magnetic anomalies as AI glitches or hidden experiments. The mangaka's world introduces cultural rules around creative labor, enriched by nods to Japan's manga industry. Machina's presence expands the AI network, hinting at a broader family of weapons with interstellar capabilities, adding historical depth without overload, much like unveiling the wizarding world's layers in Harry Potter. The script gleams with sharp, impactful wit. Lines like Alma's innocent queries carry foreshadowing weight, resonating post-credits like echoes in a cavern. Poetic in moments of vulnerability, it avoids cliches by subverting expectations, such as turning fear into farce. A chant amid storms lingers, evocative of ancient rituals in Indiana Jones. You're immersed in the room, hearing the tremor in Enji's voice, the whir of machinery. Doesn't it stir your curiosity, urging you to listen for the unspoken truths hidden in every word? Studio Flad's art direction captivates with fluid transitions. Ghostly sequences employ shadowy blues and flickering lights to symbolize inner turmoil, while the mangaka's cluttered studio bursts in warm, chaotic hues. Stillness in contemplative pauses contrasting manic movement. Symbolism abounds. Moon's pale glow represents unreachable dreams, shaping emotional impact as beauty that wounds, evoking the sublime terror of Caspar David Friedrich's landscapes. Yasuhiro Minami's direction amplifies tension through angled shots. Dutch tilts in fear-laden scenes mirror disorientation. Tight compositions in rivalries heighten intimacy, editing rhythms pulsing like a quickening pulse. Slow fades in revelations, rapid cuts in chases, echoing Hitchcock's mastery in building. Dread. The OST emerges as a spectral entity, haunting chants crescendo in stormy horrors, elevating comedy to catharsis. Motifs of tinkling bells for Alma's innocence burn into memory, while silence in vacuum void speaks volumes of isolation, louder than any roar, reminiscent of 2001, A Space Odyssey's auditory voids. Hika Tsukishiro embodies Alma's soul with a timbre that trembles between mechanical precision and childlike warmth, intensity flaring in revelations. Ryota Suzuki's Enji conveys fear's tremor authentically. Mawa Kimiki's Suzume adds grounded intensity. Saka Mizuno as the mangaka growls with desperation, while Machina's VA, new cast, infuses robotic rivalry with soulful undertones. Their deliveries aren't mere words, they pulse with life. This episode left me scarred with a mix of laughter's ache and wonder's spark, terror in confronting the unknown, joy in absurd triumphs, a weight like gazing at the moon and feeling infinitely small. The climax? A collision of rival destinies amid celestial voids, a breaking point shattering illusions and birthing new alliances, akin to the Challenger explosion's tragic pivot in space history. It connects to universal queries. Can machines dream of family, or do we project our loneliness onto them? You're feeling the lunar pull now, the echo of a distant cry. Doesn't it ignite your curiosity, drawing you inexorably to seek the answers within? Pacing occasionally stutters in segment shifts, complexity in physics-defying antics confounds, opacity in revelations veils intent. But reverse this. These are stylistic choices, deliberate absurdism thematic to AI's boundless potential, enhancing immersion like Joyce's deliberate obscurity in evoking life's chaos. I didn't like the abruptness of some disclosures, yet appreciate how they mirror real ethical dilemmas. Overall, balanced with heartfelt highs outweighing minor lows.